I wanted to talk a little bit about why I shaved my head. I started losing my hair when I was about 12 years old. I had a pretty unhealthy childhood. I suffered from a lot of pneumonia and bronchitis in the winters due to allergies. So all through elementary school, I was on antibiotics all throughout the winter, and I lived in Massachusetts, so it was a lot of medicine. So one of the guesses always was that I lost some of my hair due to side effects on medications. And to this day, I don't know if that's true or not. I remember my mother taking me to a doctor because I was in 5th grade and suddenly I started losing a lot of hair here. There was enough to kind of comb it over, but you could tell to some degree that it was thinner on the top than the sides and the back. And it was devastating to me because I was a very, very insecure child, and I fixated on the physical and beauty. I fixated on that even as a very, very young girl. I wanted to be perfect always, as far as I can remember. Even when I was like 4 or 5, I put myself on diets by the time I was 8 years old. So, I was very, very self-conscious. So the hair thing, really made it difficult for me. Kids at school made fun of me. I stopped swimming in pools or at the beach because you could see it when my hair was wet. So it really affected my life. I couldn't wear ponytails, stuff like that. So I always felt kind of ostracized in that way, or different than other people. So, this stayed with me ever since I was 12. It would fluctuate, get better a little bit, and then get worse again. But it was mainly pretty much the same throughout my life. And I did what I could to cover it up. I usually had a side part, not as bad as the Donald Trump haircut, but that was pretty much my only hairstyle for the past decade at least. I couldn't really do anything else without it being noticeable. So it was my secret, and as I went through life, I tried to hide it the best I could, hide it from lovers. I wouldn't take a shower with anyone else, anything like that. I didn't want people running their hands through my hair. I was terrified of the wind. That was the worst. So it kind of just got to this point where I kind of had a breakdown about it because I was all the energy I was putting into denying this thing about my hair. This secret was so heavy, and I kind of broke down, and the person I was dating at the time was a very, very open-minded individual when it came to certain things like that, like beauty. And I asked him, I said, what would you think of me shaving my head? And he was all for it, and that gave me the little push that I needed to actually go ahead and do it. So about a year ago, right before Christmas, I decided to shave my head for the first time. And it was pretty scary because I had no idea what the shape of my head was underneath, how it was going to look. It freaked me out for a while after I had done it, but I did feel liberated. And now I'm really glad that I did it because it helped with my confidence. I went to New York for a while and walked through Manhattan like that, and it was a great experience. I got a lot of people stopping and talking to me, asking me why I did it. A lot of women coming up to me saying that they wish that they could be so brave to shave it. But I noticed that I always took the compliments, and I never really told them the reason why. Everyone would ask, why did you shave your head? And I'd say, because I'm a badass. That's how I roll. I didn't want to get into the real reason. So then they saw it as this brave thing But I'm willing to entertain the possibility that it's actually, to some degree, a cowardly thing, because I'm hiding through shaving my head, because now I don't have to deal with the hair thinning problem, and in a way I'm also still denying that it exists, and that's something that a close friend of mine pointed out to me. He said, you're not really accepting the true state of your hair. And that's true. I really enjoy being bald. I find it very easy, because I used to be kind of high maintenance when it came to my hair, of course, you can see. So now it's like I just, I get up out of bed and I'm fine. And I like it that way. But I do wrestle with the possibility that this is not true acceptance of who I am. And that's what I'm going for. That's what I really want, is to truly accept myself. Because I know nothing's going to change in the world until it changes in myself. I'm really coming to terms with that just in the last month or so. I don't want to just keep bitching about the world and the way it needs to change and then still have all these fears inside myself. So yeah, I wanted to talk just briefly about my head shaving experiences and why I still do it. And if you have any thoughts about that, please let me know what you think. So I will probably speak more on the topic sometime soon. So that's all for now. Bye.